This is your weekly dose of trivia. How's it going? Sorry for being a bit later than usual today, but I kind of thought since I'm between days off, I might as well try to maybe do it a little bit later of a stream to see if I could try to raid somebody that I hadn't raided before. Anyway, off we go. We got 4 games. The re-ride will probably be game 3 today, as we're going to probably start with a couple of old school jacks. And I feel like we haven't done this one in a while. So we'll start things off with Volume 3. That's the one with Cookie Masterson hosting. I'm hoping we do fairly well here. And hopefully my stream does not act up too much, because it's looking like it's a bit unsteady. Alright, holds up. Okay, I think we already got that going though, thankfully. Anyway, onto the game. I'm hoping that the chat thing actually works here. We'll see how that goes. But, yeah. Bingo. All right. See you on the other side.
Drip.
Oh,
it's
God.
leaking in here.
Could someone call the tuck pointers and get talent to
Hi,
back
Ro.
Yeah, a little bit about myself. Now tell me a little bit about you. Like, how many of you are there?
Just the one.
Okay, Dandy. One player. What's your name?
Practically invented.
Yo, one more thing.
Gotcha.
All
30
over-
seconds.
When you want to buzz in, hit the letter B. B as in baby beef.
Oh, I got your rear projection unit right here.
20 seconds. We got 20
That
seconds.
sounds kind of
20 seconds.
like I
alright,
need to
listen.
spritz you with some
Any
lava soap or
question
something.
comes on the screen, you think you know the answer, you buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. Easy. You got it?
10 seconds.
Hey, good luck.
9.
Get rid of the desktop,
7.
please.
6.
Take it to black.
4.
Here we go.
3.
Medieval tech action figures. They're not dolls.
Yeah, do not call them dolls. They would hate if you did that to them.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, look at you playing Jack by yourself. Can I let you in on a little secret? You're gonna win. No,
No
This is
way.
it? Just you? Well, I get paid no matter what. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
think
do
of
it.
the deposit matter like that. Anyway, let's go
Okay,
ahead
the
and
category. Here we have, a name in vain stays mainly in the brain. You give me a right answer, I give you $3,000. Hey, don't you hate when this happens? It's your first day working at the Temple of the Norse Goddess of Marriage, and you've already locked yourself out. What's the most appropriate thing for you to say? Where the hell are my frigging keys? Whoever took my keys can blow me. Hey, some bimbo snatched my keys. Or, I locked myself out. What a pisser. The Norse goddess of marriage was Frigg, so you have indeed lost your frigging keys. Better pray to the finder of lost things, the goddess face. Category, please. The The category is cheesy music and the countries that love it. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. All right, Barry Manilow writes the songs that make the whole world sing, but if the whole world actually were to break into song, which of these tunes would have the biggest chorus? A Spanish Somewhere in the Night, a Mandarin Mandy, a Cantonese Copacabana, or a Hindi Urdu Looks Like We Made It? Mandarin Chinese is by far the world's most widely spoken language. Well, after Manilowese, of course. All right, hit me.
1, 2, praise the Almighty 3.
This one's called For the Last Time. There's no Jenny at this number. I'm giving out $3,000 for a right answer. Let's rock. In the early 80s, Tommy Two-Tone inspired everyone to dial 867-5309. Considering the type of numbers that make up the phone number, how could you best describe Jenny? She's a whole lot of fun, she's a natural, she's prime time, or she's a Hummer. No, prime numbers are the ones that can only be divided by 1 in themselves, like 3, 5, and 7. Now, look at your score for a lesson in subtraction. See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, and 9 are all whole numbers. The reason I wanted to call 8675309 is because I heard Jenny's 362834. I need a category.
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta head for, yeah.
Say hello to psychology and Ugolisp. $2,000 for a correct answer.
You can say that again.
Ready? Pay attention here. Named after the famous Greek tragedy, the Oedipus complex marks the adolescent stage during which a boy craves exclusive possession of his mother. How do you spell Oedipus backwards? Oh yeah, let me take that away from you there. Okay, which of these spellings is it? Feels good, don't it?
Yes, it does.
Very nice. Your mother would be proud.
I'm sure she would.
Okay, pick a category.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
And I believe this one's called Why Call Them New York If They Play in New Jersey? $1,000 if you get it. Just step up and take a swing at this one. If the NFL's New York Giants changed their nickname to what Don Quixote mistakes
they
for
would be windmills.
Don Quixote is the man from La Mancha who tries fighting windmills when he mistakes them for giants. And if the team changes its name, all us non-Giants fans can still keep our t-shirts that say New York Blows. All right, hit me. This category's known as Hungry? Looks like this one's going for $1,000. All right, get ready and solve this analogy. Eve is to rib as lamb chop is to what? Adam, mint jelly, sock, or mutton?
Eve was made out of lamb. Lamb chop was made out of mutton.
Hey, what did you choose for the right answer to that question?
Mutton, honey. The correct answer is... Just as Eve was created from a rib, lamb chop is a hand puppet made from a sock. Which begs the question, Sherry Lewis, puppet genius or just a really bad dresser? Category, please.
7, lucky 7.
Open wide and get ready for Webster would be proud, we think. How does $2,000 sound? Well, look what we've got here. Today's a special treat. Today we've got a real celebrity in the studio to help host this question. Let's bring him in here, Raul, and tell him who we've got.
Yeah, okay. Today we've got Jeffrey Dincher, who has memorized the entire Webster's Third New International Dictionary.
Great. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Cookie.
How you doing? You excited?
Oh, yes. I'm enervated.
Ooh, that must hurt. So, you've memorized the entire dictionary, huh?
Indubitably.
How long did that take you?
About 4 years.
Okay, well, let's see that question then.
Okay. Of these 4, which word's entry appears last in the dictionary? Is it proopic, propagate, proliferate, or propaganda? Propagate, meaning to cause to continue or increase by natural reproduction. You know, like to have kids.
Thank you.
It's the last entry of these 4 in the dictionary.
That was great,
Spelling
Jeff.
101,
That's some talent
baby.
You've got.
Thanks, Cookie. Will you be my friend?
Sure, Jeff. But after the show, okay? All right, then. Well, we've all learned a new word, and I've got a new friend. Let's move on now.
Thanks, Cookie.
Yeah, bye, Jeff. There's the door.
I don't
Okay,
think Cookie
pick a category.
likes to have friends.
You chose wisely, my friend. You just got
Dis or
your
dat?
hands on a dis or dat. This dis or dat's category name is Backseat President. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a car manufacturer, an American president, or both.
So, in other words, Ford
After
would
each one
fit
comes
both.
up, if it's a car manufacturer, press 1. If it's a president, press 2. Press 3 if it's both. And press 4 if you want to skip. I'll give you $500 for each right answer, and $500 will be taken away if you get it wrong or don't get to it. Okay, can I have 30 seconds on the clock, please? Let's dance. Fillmore, automaker president or
You're
both?
president.
Ford,
You're both.
Cleveland,
Cleveland's a president.
Plymouth,
That's a car maker.
Lincoln,
Both.
Monroe.
President.
One more, Chrysler.
Car maker.
That's all she wrote. Goodness gracious, this, that, whatever. You had it down. Take a look at your score.
This, that,
that's what
these
you
or
wanna
those
see. Now let's
does
see
not
what else
matter.
we got going. I need a category.
Aloha, question number 9.
May I introduce Super Secret Do Not Read? $3,000 for this one. Hey, I was going through somebody's diary and came across this. Check it out.
Dear Diary, won Nobel Prize for Chemistry with hubby today, but so what? Mom never lets me forget. She did it first. Radiate this, Mom.
Whose diary does this entry come from? Irene Joliot-Curie, Carrie White, Mary Curie, or Lorna Luft?
Oh, just can't do anything right, can you?
Oh, it's one,
Hey,
isn't
got
it?
a minute? Take a look at a right answer.
Gah.
Irene Joliot-Curie was Mary Curie's daughter, who, like her mother before her, won a Nobel Prize with her husband for research in the field of radiation. And they both died of leukemia from radiation poisoning. Hey, can we talk competitive? Okay, I need a Yeah, I knew there was something about you I liked.
Three-way.
You just chose a 3-way. Okay, let me briefly explain here. You're gonna see a 3-way like this one. If you buzz in when the correct member of the 3-way is lit up, it's $1,000 in the bank. But watch out, if you're wrong, you'll lose $1,000 every time you're wrong. And be careful, individual answers don't necessarily have anything to do with the 3-way as a group. So, let's get it on. Let's just say this one's known as Keep Your Foot Still or I'll Nail It to the Floor. Not that I'm a violent guy or anything. Here's the 3-way. Rob, Chip, and Ernie.
Rob,
Okay,
Chip, and
hand on
Ernie.
your buzzer. Here's your 3-way.
Oh,
Oh, yes!
okay.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's all we've got. Let's see how it turned out. Nicely done. A perfect score. Must be all that practicing alone, huh? This should firm up your overall score. So, was it as good for you as it was for me? Probably better. Okay, let's get on with the game. That's it for round 1. Let's go to round 2. Every question in round 2 is worth twice as much, so we got
And for the
some
record,
serious
I
cash
kind of
at
thought
stake here.
that I
Let's
didn't
get to
know
it.
Irene Curry won her own
Category,
Nobel.
please.
Don't look now. It's question 11.
Okay, give it up for, is that you? Or are you just happy to see me? 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Let's see how you handle this one. It's Friday night, and you're in a Congo Snake singles bar. Which statement are you most likely to overhear? Let's go to the restroom to fix my mascara. Let's go back to my place and shed skins. Look at the legs on that babe. Or, it's cold out, but if I look at you, I get hot. Now, the Congo snake isn't actually a snake. It's an eel-like amphibian. Yeah, no shit.
Really?
Bet you wish you'd pick this. They're tiny and they don't work, but nonetheless, the Congo snake has 2 pairs of legs. And in these snake bars, it's not what you have, it's what you do with it.
So in other words, not much of anything.
All right, hit me.
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
Well, looks like this category is live from New York. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Remember when Saturday Night Live first came on the air and it was funny? If Dan Aykroyd and Jane Curtin were to deliver their point-counterpoint editorials in Counterpoint, what would they be doing? Proselytizing around a quilting bee, singing 2 different opinions in harmony, arguing while making a U-turn, or writing their editorials in calligraphy?
I think it'd be a quoting bee.
Hey, take another look at the question. Did I say needlepoint? No, I didn't. Go get my belt. You've missed the point. Counterpoint is a musical term referring to playing 2 different melodies at the same time to create harmony.
Chain you ignorant
Stand your reactionary ass!
I need a category. Coming at you. Wow, is he clumsy. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Hey, remember on Saturday Night Live how Chevy Chase's tagline was, "I'm Chevy Chase and you're not"? Well, which of the following is not Chevy Chase? A town in Maryland, a dish made of pig intestines, Benji's voice, an Oh Heavenly Dog, or an Old English ballad? Chevy Chase is one of the oldest known English ballads. It goes something like this.
Let me sing you a song of a laddie who's wrong.
In case you're wondering, Chevy Chase is all of these things except a dish made of pig intestines. That would be Chevy Chitlins, which is a strange coincidence because when I think of Chevy, I think of ham.
Well, I think a lot of people these days think of him as more of a jerk.
The category, Bram Stoker's Bacula. This one can net you $6,000. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. Imagine an episode of Quantum Leap in which Scott Bakula's character leaps into a blastula. What will that week's episode be about? An embryonic sac with a moral dilemma, an inflamed scrotum with a moral dilemma, an evil vampire with a moral dilemma, or an exotic mushroom with a moral dilemma?
I think it would be a sac.
One of the earliest stages of development in the life of the embryo is known as the blastula.
Thank you.
In its early stages of development, the blastula attaches itself to the uterine wall in much the same way Scott Bakula attached himself to a hit TV series. Okay, pick a category.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
Shake hands with the question formerly known as Prince. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. What album would be the work of the artist formerly known as Pi? Well, which one of these is it? Yep, that little symbol there is the symbol for pi. The Math album is really great, but you can only get it bootlegged or in the teacher's edition. Category, please. Uh-oh, Elmer Fudd Dime Store.
It's time for a Triple SMS fun.
One gibberish category coming up. Those damn yuppies. $10,000 if you move fast on this gibberish question. Okay, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this, but every second and a half, I'm taking away some money. All right, you ready to buzz in and type? With what song title does this phrase rhyme? Flaky Yuppie,
Gore-To Logo.
And don't be tripped up on the punctuation. First clue, it's a repetitive 80s tune. It's a repetitive 80s tune. It's a repetitive 80s tune. It's a repetitive 80s tune about getting up in the morning.
Oh, got it.
Make your move. Type. Gee, I wonder where that other guy from Wham went.
Obscurity.
All right, hit me.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, crest on 17.
And this one is Bears, Bulls, and Balls. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Man, is it me, or can you see almost any kind of sport on some of those cable sports networks? If you turned on ESPN2 and saw a bunch of guys known to regulate stock trading playing basketball against colleges like Alabama and Georgia, what would you be watching? The ACC playing in the ACC, the WAC playing in the WAC, the SEC playing in the SEC, or the PYT playing in the PYT?
That would be the SEC playing in the SEC.
The Securities and Exchange Commission regulates trading on the stock market, and the Southeastern Conference is a college conference in the NCAA. I keep getting confused over whether the referee is signaling a jump ball or a junk bond.
That would be a thing,
I think. Well, what do we have here? Big man and little words. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Taken literally, which of these would the Giant and Jack and the Beanstalk not be referring to when shouting fee, fi, fo, fum? How much something costs, an expression of disapproval or annoyance, an enemy, or the name of a note on a musical scale? The notes on a scale are called do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, not fee, fi, fo, or fum.
Oh, a deer, a female. Can I move on to Ray?
Okay, pick a category. Let's see what we got going. Put that down! You don't know what you're doing! How does $4,000 grab you? All right, this is a picture question, so take a good look and tell me. For what would you use this object?
Looks like a safety
Stoning
pin.
cherries, plucking eyelashes, burning ants, or picking up something hot?
I would say stoning cherries.
You use this little tool to remove cherry pits. It's called a stoner. Is that what a stoner looks like? For some reason, I thought it would look mellower. I need a category.
I would have thought it'd look more like Shaggy, frankly.
For your enjoyment, McCriminal Justice. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. All right, it's time to take a trip to McDonald Land. Given his sticky fingers, with what crime should Hamburglar be charged? Extortion, libel, perjury, or larceny?
Larceny.
Larceny is just straight out taking someone else's property, which is what Hamburglar is known for. His punishment will be to wear a silly mask and run around making turkey noises. Oh, wait.
Not much different than now,
category, please. You're about to embark on the attack. Hit your buzzer when you see two words on the screen that match. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. It's not so hard as long as you remember this.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. The power of prayer. Better say your prayers, and you better do it fast.
All right. Like a prayer? Living on a prayer. I think it's save a prayer. It is. Danny Wilson, I have no idea. Oh, it's blind prayer. Okay. That would be pray. Faith. Oh, it's praying for time, of course. Mary's prayer. Okay.
Hey, let go of the keyboard! You did great! Let's take a look at your final score! That's the game! Wow, you were the best guest we had this whole game. Really? Now do me a favor. Take a quick look to your left, now your right, and repeat
Nice try,
after me.
Cookie.
Nice work, people. Congratulate yourselves. We pulled off another one. Hey, Raul, can we go home or are we playing another one of these?
Who are you, and what are you doing in my house?
There you go, a little high scoreboard surgical strike, getting your name in there. Way to go, nice going. If you want to play again, just give me the signal, okay?
As you can see, I'm capable of a lot better than this. All right. This concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack, the volume number 3. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread that word. This is Tick and Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. All right. It's break time, and then we will hit the next game. Honor West, before we take a swing with the re-ride. The re-ride will be third, in case you're wondering. So far, the chat thing isn't really impressing me. I kind of thought that it would actually do things, but I guess not. Oh well. I gotta wait on my game. It's starting to catch up a little bit, I think. Yeah, folks, I really, like I said, I really want to... Sorry for the delay, folks. I'm having to wait on this thing to actually kick up. It feels like I'm wasting a lot of time on this. I apologize. But apparently my Twitch thing is that far behind right now. Weird. Anyway. So far, so good with YouTube, though. Everything's looking like as it should be. Okay. This thing isn't going to let me wait any longer, so I'm just going to go ahead and run the ad now. I'm sorry, folks. You didn't miss a gameplay, which is the whole point of that, but it's not the greatest look, in all honesty. Yeah, it just goes to show you. Never bet on Pack the lost go to do anything for you. Oh well. We're back. All right. I'm sorry it's taken a bit of time here. I'm dealing with the Twitch thing being a bit behind, so I'm doing the best I can with everything. Apparently having issues with a lot of drop frames too, but we're going to go ahead and tackle the next game on here. And it's going to be, I guess we're going to go back to Pack 2 for this one.
Hey, welcome
60
to
seconds.
Ray?
All right.
That's good.
Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. See you on the other side.
Ray, please stop talking and listen to me.
Good evening, I'm Cookie. You're
Hi,
playing You Don't Know
Cookie.
Jack, and I need to know how many contestants we have. Okay, you're a single player, is that right? Okay, why don't you
Yes.
type in your name for me?
Absolutely, sir.
Hold on. Yeah. Player 1. Can I see player 1?
Oh yeah, are you here for a 7-question turn? Cool.
We got you covered.
All right, your buzzer is the letter B, as in check out her booty. Or, you know, his booty.
Right, it is, after all, 21st century now. We're allowed to refer to both.
Yeah, no.
Well, heads up. All right, listen. When a question pops up, you gotta buzz in. Then you pick your answer from the screen, and you have to hit the right key that corresponds to it on your keyboard. You follow me?
Sure, so far so good.
10 seconds.
Good luck.
Okay, lose the desktop.
7.
And go to black.
5.
Cue graphics. And stand by.
3.
And off we go.
Rush hour has just begun.
This movie has not yet been rated.
Knowing it's Schmitty, it'll probably be NC-17 for extreme use of foul language. It'd probably be competing for most swear words with The Wolf of Wall Street.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop
Hi,
culture
Goofy Goober.
collide.
Hey, all right. How you doing? You comfortable? Good. We're starting.
I hope so.
Come on, we need a category.
This game is really funny. Let's start with question 1A.
And this question's category is the big stars come out at night. Get this right, get $2,000. Okay, get ready to fill in the blank. From the U.S., Tom Hanks looks like the biggest star. From Germany, David Hasselhoff looks like the biggest star. But what's the biggest star in our galaxy as seen from the Earth's surface? Come on, make me proud. You got it!
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's the sun, duh. Alright, go ahead and pick one.
Always wondered this.
And we call this one, when you heard a mime, does it make a sound? Get it right, get $2,000. Check this out. Imagine Mime, Shields, and Yarnell are in a fight because Shields keeps yapping during the act. What could Yarnell do to keep the act pure and prevent Shields from talking so much? Peel and salt his epidermis, stitch his duodenum shot, rip out his larynx, or tie his uvula into a balloon animal.
I think that would be the larynx.
The larynx is also known as the voice box. It also contains the vocal cords.
Look, I'm walking against the wind.
That's a little bit brutal.
Okay, pick a category.
Question 3.
And this category is the sacred and the icky. Okay, $3,000 coming at ya. Here's one for all you interdisciplinary majors out there. Which one of the following do the Virgin Mary and a common aphid not have in common? Both have been cared for by carpenters. Both have closed circulatory systems. Both are capable of virgin birth, or neither answers to the nickname Stinky.
I think it's this.
Insects do not have closed circulatory systems.
There we go.
See? It's not so bad having a little fun with the mother of Jesus. Hey, is it getting hot in here?
Yep, you're in hell.
How about it? We need a category. The category. Ask me a question. This one's gonna be $3,000. Okay, hang tight, put your fingers on your buzzers, here's the question. Based on the literal English translation of their name, which of these people could you accurately call a battle axe? Connie Chung, Yoko Ono, Pat Morita, or Mother Teresa? And over here we have the right answer.
Oh.
Ono is a Japanese word for a specific type of battle axe. Although there is no truth to the rumor that Yoko means nails on a chalkboard banshee shriek.
Well, here you're saying it's always been a challenge, to be honest with you.
You don't know Japanese. This category is when you eat way too much chili. $2,000 riding on this one. Okay, peel your eyes, free your mind, cause here we go. Where are you likely to find the greatest number of raging cases of butt rot? A meatpacking plant, a cigarette factory, a child daycare center, or a tree farm?
I don't know. Would that be a cigarette factory?
Now the correct answer is...
Oh, a tree
butt
farm.
rot is a disease that attacks the trunks of trees. But I think Pinocchio also suffered occasional flare-ups. Okay, pick a category. Uh-oh, chest butts
Gibberish
ground
question.
floor.
It's time for Junior Lake Test Run.
Alright, this gibberish category is... all for a quarter. And this opening value is going to be worth $5,000. Remember, speed's the key. The quicker you solve this, the more money you take away. Okay, tell me, with what does this rhyme? We'll see the
We'll see the
Willie.
Willie.
Now remember, don't get fooled by the punctuation.
Bill B.
First hint,
Billy.
it's a musical group. It's a group that got in trouble for living.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Okay, let your fingers do the...
Joe, you know it's not true.
Just admit it. You liked them when they first came out, didn't you?
Hey, I am not gonna deny it. They had some
we need a
sound to them.
category.
They had some things working.
The 7 o'clock news with question 7.
Category: Visa, MasterCard, or Wampum. 2 G's for a right answer. Imagine it's 1626 and the Manhattan Indians have just received their payment for Manhattan from the Dutch when all of a sudden they're thrown forward in time. Based on the amount of money mentioned in legend, which of these could the Manhattan Indians buy in 1996 with the money they received for Manhattan? 50 12-inch Subway sandwiches, a Dodge Neon, 2 compact discs, or a low-end Macintosh PowerBook. According to legend, a Dutchman purchased Manhattan in 1626 for the
$24.
equivalent of $24. And I'd say it'd be appropriate if the CDs were by Cheap Trick. Alright, go ahead and pick one.
Order me the taco plate with the side of question 8.
Category, let's do it. Flick Sticks. And this one's gonna be worth $1,000. Get your fingers ready. Here's one coming at ya. Which movie states that the state of existence may be likened unto a receptacle containing an assortment of cocoa-based confections, and that one may never predict...
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump said it more clearly. Life is like a box of chocolates. Life may be a box of chocolates, but I predict you're gonna get a face full of zits if you don't lay off the bonbons. Take your pick. What do you... Hit me? Hit me? Whoa, all right. Hit me. Hey, kids, looks like we're going on a fiber optic field trip to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, okay.
Sin City. And you can reach Las Vegas
it's something.
by dialing 702. Attention travelers, buckle your belts, cause we are going on a fiber optic field trip. Alright.
Not quite a celebrity quick call, but we'll take it, I guess.
We're gonna pick a name at random. Alright, here we go. Ross Bugner. Okay, we're gonna call Ross Bugner. We're dialing him up here, Mr. Vegas. Alright, we'll see what his pleasure is. Let's see if he's home, Ross Bugner.
Hello?
Can I talk with Ross Bugner, please?
This is Ross.
Ross, my name is Buzz, and I'm the host of a CD-ROM game show in Chicago called You Don't Know Jack.
Wait, are you selling something? Because I was sleeping.
No. I'm hosting a CD-ROM game show, and, we do trivia stuff, and, actually,
what kind of game show is this?
It's a computer game. You interested?
Okay.
Fantastic. Tell me, Ross, what do you do in Vegas?
Mostly I gamble in here in Las Vegas, and I mostly focus on the video, poker, and games and the like.
Fascinating. Okay, listen, Ross, I'm going to put you on with our producer, Cookie, and you guys can hammer out a question, and then we'll get back to you in a few minutes.
All right.
We'll be right back with Ross Bugner. All right, let's go on and pick another category.
Yes.
Okay, pick a category.
It's party time.
Here comes number 9.
All right, next up, fried dough and the classics.
I hate how they made me think,
the right
though, that
answer
I'd
nets
actually
you
landed
$1,000.
a celebrity
take
quick
a
call,
shot at
but
this.
fiber optic field trip, that works
you're
too.
going to the carnival with your buddy Narcissus. Given his little problem, where should you avoid taking him?
You
The
probably
Hall of
shouldn't take
Mirrors,
him to the Hall of
Ferris wheel.
Mirrors.
Narcissus is famous for falling in love with his own reflection. He stared at it till he turned into a flower. In the Hall of Mirrors, I wonder if he'd prefer the Narcissus with the really big head or that one over there with the bendy stomach. How about it? We need a category.
Hey, Master Blaster! Won't you find an answer? It's 10!
Okay, coming up, this category is That's Rough, Ralph. $2,000 for right answer.
All right.
Okay, this one's a little gross. After your Ralphing appointment, you ended up Ralphing. What happened? You got a haircut and you ejaculated. You got a cavity filled and you crapped. You got a massage and you puked, or you got an enema and you peed.
I think it'd be number 3.
That's right, cash money. Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels great. A little lower, lower. Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord. Why,
Well,
though?
round 1 is
Just
done.
why?
Let's dive into round 2. Now remember, round 2 means double the value of the questions, which means more cash won or more cash lost. Let's go. Okay, we're back with Ross Bugner on a fiber optic field trip. You there, Ross? All right, take it away, Ross. Pull the handle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, the category is high rollers.
Okay, Ross, and we're gonna make this one worth 5,000 chips.
Put your fingers on your buzzers, and here's the question. For which of the betting games is there no corresponding video game version found in casinos? Poker, horse racing, Keno, or Baccarat?
I think Baccarat?
They picked Baccarat.
Congratulations. Baccarat is the correct answer. As of yet, there is no video baccarat available in the casinos.
Well, Ross, considering you were half in the bag, you did a really nice job. Thank you.
Do I get a copy of this game, or is it going to be available in the stores?
I'll tell you what. Hang on the line, and
Okay.
I'll put you on with Helen. Hold on a second.
Thank you.
Okay, and you get some sleep, Ross.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, that's Ross Bogner, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go on. All right, go ahead and pick one.
12.
All these questions
The
are weird
category
because
is,
it's starting to
well,
connect to
young.
the rewrite
And this one's
topic
worth
tonight.
$2,000. Nothing like rifling through old psychiatric files. Check these out. Patient manifests severe narcolepsy, perhaps a psychosomatic device to avoid confrontation with wife. Overgrowth of facial hair suggests possible anxiety about masculinity. Who's the patient? Sleeping Beauty, Snuffy Smith, Rip Van Winkle, or Chewbacca? To avoid the little woman, Rip went on a bender with strangers and slept for 20 years. Seeing a psychiatrist is great, and I think it's gonna take a surgeon to cure that bedhead of his. Take your pick, what do you say?
I love 13, number 13. Oh.
This one's gonna be pickup lines and protest marches. Pop a right answer, you got 4K. Hang on tight, cause here we go. In an effort to increase usage of the phrase, what's your sign, the signs of the zodiac stage an awareness march. Which of these is physically unable to participate? Cancer, Gemini, Libra, or Virgo?
I think it's Libra?
Libra!
Yeah, it's a set of scales.
It's a scale. It can't walk, but it can man the bullhorn. Come on, we need a category. The category is water sports for the religiously devout. And this one's worth $4,000. Okay, all set? Then complete this analogy. Catholic baptism is to sprinkler system as Baptist baptism is to scuba diver's tank, wading pool, slip and slide, or drought.
Wading pool?
No.
Oh.
Let me show you what someone smart would have picked. The Catholics sprinkle the water. The Baptists practice total immersion. Strapping the oxygen tank onto the baby is a bitch, though.
Wowza.
How about it? We need a category. Excellent choice.
This
It's
or
time
that?
to play This or That. And the category for this This or That question is the smallest part of a bodybuilder. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 things to you, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a part of an atom or an American gladiator.
All right, Atom or American
Now, if
Gladiator?
each one comes
Not
up,
both,
if it's
though.
a part of an atom, press 1. If it's an American gladiator, press 2. And to skip it, press 4. You get $1,000 for each right answer, and you get $1,000 taken away for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. All right, let me see 30 seconds
Trying
on
to
the
get some
clock.
points back up here.
Here we go. Nucleus, atom or gladiator?
Your particle.
Zap.
You're a gladiator.
Neutron,
You're a particle.
electron,
You're a particle.
proton,
You're a particle.
nitro.
You're a gladiator.
Last one, Titan.
Gladiator.
That's all she wrote. Perfect. And with time to spare, here you go. Yeah, that blows a little sunshine into your total. All right, let's flow on to the next question. Okay, pick a category.
King 16!
And this category is, oh, quit whining. This one's worth $4,001 bills. It's time to fill in the blank. Limber up those fingers. When you know the answer, buzz in and start typing. Sure, you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, but you've also got an uncanny ability to give people directions. Who are you?
All right, you're an Atlas.
Atlas, the Titan condemned by Zeus to hold up the world. It's also the name of a book of maps.
Hey, Atlas, how far is it to Albuquerque from here?
Excuse me, but I'm sort of busy here.
All right, go ahead and pick one.
Shave your vein, keep it clean, 17.
And we call this one... Slap me, hurt me, make me beg for more. Get this right, you're bringing home $6K. Here's a real knee slapper of a question about that queen of slapstick, or at least of cop slapping, Zsa Zsa Gabor. If Zsa Zsa decided to slap on some Hungary water, what would be the most likely result? She would smell like perfume, she would stink like a brewery, she would have a radioactive glow, or she would wrinkle and die a horrible death.
Hungary water? I have no clue. I mean, I would take some risks, but only if I can narrow it down.
In case you're interested, here's the right answer. Hungary water, the first modern perfume, was made for Queen Elizabeth of Hungary in 1370. I think the queen might have been Zsa Zsa's younger cousin. Take your pick. What do you say?
18.
And this questions category is halfway between heaven and hell. We are talking 4 big ones. All right, fingers limbered, cause here comes the question. According to the traditional rules of etiquette, if a male Hell's Angel were walking down the sidewalk with 2 of Charlie's angels, where should he walk? Between the 2 angels, closest to the street, a couple of steps behind the angels, or furthest from the street?
I think it's closest to the street.
Under the traditional rules of etiquette, a man should walk closest to the street when walking with one or more than one woman. And remember, a Hell's Angel hath no fury like a Charlie's Angel scorn. How about it? We need a category.
Like a bad Hollywood scene. It was question 19.
Category. Addition, so simple, you could do it. $2,000 riding on this one. Ready? Solve this equation. Scientist who discovered radium plus monkey who belongs to the man in the yellow hat equals Meta Einstein, Marie Curious George, Kelvin and Hobbes, or Charles Babarwin.
I think it's Marie Curious George.
If Marie Curie was crossed with that zany monkey, you'd get Marie Curious George. You know what they say, if you leave a monkey alone in a room with some plutonium long enough... Come on, we need a category.
The Fresh Saver. 20.
This category is... I've got a really big date. Get this right, get $2,000. Who might have placed the following personal ad? Large green female in search of mate, French gal, now living in New York City looking for love. Let me light the way, enjoy spending time on islands, especially likes poor tired. Maybe we could huddle our masses. Catherine
Statue of
Deneuve,
Liberty.
the Statue of Liberty. She's large, she's green, and she was given to the U.S. by the French. Unfortunately, the last guy she kissed had to have his jaw surgically reattached. All right, go ahead and pick one. Time for the attack. Soon as you see 2 words on the screen that match, hit your buzzer. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. But do not forget, not just any match works.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match
Who's the boss?
It's this clue. Who is the boss? Well, you're listening to him. And here we go.
Angela. That was the first one I was thinking of, believe it or not. Lou Grant. Sorry, Chief. Oh, it burns! Happy Mouse. Oh, it's less, isn't it? Charlie. Well, that last one hurt
Cleaned
me
up on that
bad.
Jack Attack! Time to check out what you did to your score! That's the game!
There we go. That's more like it.
Woo, you want to lie down? That must have taken something out of you. Well, let me fill back up your electrolyte count with these words.
You don't know Jack!
Okay, great show. Thanks, Buzz. Let's roll commercials and find out what's happening. Cookie with the players.
Oh, jeez, how about that? You're on the high scoreboard. I have 3 words for you. Get over yourself. Who cares? Move on with your life, and then tell me if you want to play again.
Really big explosion.
Acknowledge me.
That's right, I want to be acknowledged for that one.
And coming to Jack TV this fall.
Alright, this concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack Volume 2. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread the word. This is Hick and Swizz Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. Alright, it is time to go on our second break. When we come back, it'll be the re-ride. I guess we will see you in 90 seconds. All right. Reminder, if we're still waiting, I think on, trying to think here, Friday. If I'm still working on Friday, we might be doing the, all right, so it's Arthur Big Guy Carlson. That's who we need to look at here anyway. Let's go ahead and kick things off with a third game, which of course is the re-ride. Give me a hot second, we'll get right to it. There we go. Alright, we'll do it here. Yeah, Twitch is a little behind everybody else, but we're on the right path here, otherwise.
Welcome to the re-ride. It's good to see you. Tickets, please? Does that mean the arcade has just opened? Let's see how many coins you are taking out today.
A lot of them, I think.
Are you new to the re-ride?
Absolutely
Very
not.
good. It is always nice to be face-to-face with veteran quizzers. As you no doubt know, these are your buzzers. I am required to inform you that this is a non-profit fan project in no way associated with Jackbox Games. That's it for our time together. I will see you at the bottom.
It's time for the show where hot culture and pop culture collide. This episode of The Re-Ride is brought to you by PreferredPsychiatry.com. We'll give you bad advice. All you have to do is do the opposite. And now, please welcome a man who has Cookie Masterson on speed dial, Sam Feely.
Well, someone's feeling chipper today. We've got the cure for that. It's called taking your head out of your ass and watching the real-time collapse of society as we know it. And if me telling you that doesn't convince you to touch grass, then maybe this episode will. It's the psychology floor. Feel free to lay down on the couch and tell me everything, because the re-ride is a judgment-free zone. Freak.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Now's the time to hit your butt. Allow me to introduce... I ain't afraid of no phobia. Let's get the obligatory phobia question out of the way now. If you had a phobia of Phobos, which symptom would you most likely exhibit? Cold shivers at the thought of Mars, primal panic at the thought of joint pain, intense fear at the thought of self-reference, or pure dread at the thought of Grease?
I think Phobos had something to do with Grease.
You know, I'm something of a f***ing idiot myself. Phobos is one of the moons of Mars. But a fear of moons? Did you have an abusive werewolf ex or something? Buzz in for the butt. Next on the docket. Me? Wrong? Are you mad? The internet, and life as a whole really, would be a much more tolerable experience if people were more aware of their cognitive dissonance. You know, dealing with uncomfortable truths and such. Say you want to be mindful of your cognitive dissonance and stay on the opposite end of it. What would you be angling for instead? Cognitive prosonance, cognitive resonance, cognitive consonance, or cognitive personance?
I think it's resonance.
You're wrong! Sometimes it really is just this easy. Consonance is the opposite of dissonance. And like in Wheel of Fortune, unfortunately you can't just buy consonance. But unlike Wheel of Fortune, you don't get money for it either. Hit your buzzer to set the value. Cash Cab is for amateurs. Alright, you know how this works. Buzz in when you see the item that links the two clues. And the one of you who correctly answers the final bonus question will pocket some big bucks. Okay, let's shit this thing in overdrive. Framed artwork and finger blank. Blank potato and often found near TVs. Blank wrap and to reduce in size.
Shrink. Things you find in psychiatric office.
Period of time and often made of glass. Put seeds in the ground, and undercover agent or informant.
Plant.
Score! Office furniture, and tower computer equals blank top. Happy to wait, and hospital inhabitant. Now it's time for the bonus. What do all of the correct answers have in common? Are they all fragile things, antidepressant brands, things in a Yep, they're all things in a therapist's office. And I would know. You proud of your artistry? Or fartistry? Let's go. Talk to me. Could be worse. Then again, could be a hell of a lot better. Here's the category. Igalacisp. Pay attention. I'm going to attempt to use reverse psychology on you. If you can figure out what I want you to do, buzz in and type away. Here we go. I don't want you to avoid not refusing to not type in the answer apple juice. Instead, you should not refrain from typing in something other than the answer that isn't not bouncy castle. Well,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't feel bad for getting this one wrong. Like, really, you shouldn't not. Okay, how much money am I giving away? Here we have empathy and other human weaknesses. Hey, are you okay? What's the matter? You seem a little bothered right now. I mean, more than usual. You can tell me, what's got your brain all wrapped up? Borrelials, metatarsals, auricularies, or meninges? Meninges are the 3 membrane layers that cover the human spinal cord and the brain. Alright, you know what? I'm done. Enough caring. It's making me feel sick. This goes against the spirit of this game. You're dumb and you're stupid, alright? I feel so much better. Okay, friendo. Moving right on to... Sometimes a dick joke is just a dick joke. And right this way, please. If Sigmund Freud's belief that sometimes a cigar is just a cigar is true, which of these definitely isn't a cigar? A suggestively shaped calabash, a very phallic Lonsdale, a naughty-looking Panatella, or a penis-shaped Corona?
I think it's a Corona.
It's clear you suffer from some kind of cognitive damage. Might want to see a doctor about that.
I think
Lonsdales, Panatellas, and Coronas are all basic types of cigars. A calabash is a type of pipe. And if you can't tell the difference between a penis and a smoker's pipe, you shouldn't be allowed to operate anything that makes fire. Rise and shine. Kinky. Alright, here's your category. It's time to depress your luck. Let's check out the question. Because it marked the turning point of the economic downward slope, which of these treatments would most likely help you with your Great Depression? regular exercise and electing FDR, seeing a therapist and instating trade tariffs, antidepressants and raising the interest rate, or joining a support group and also World War II. Although economists don't quite agree on how much credit he deserves for it, the Great Depression of the 1930s did slowly start reversing after Franklin Roosevelt was elected President of the United States.
There we go.
What a wonderful mythical world where the prospect of voting for someone is a potential treatment for depression rather than a literal cause of it. Hit your buzzer and let's see.
Bingo.
My life is awful and I'm sad until I take my pills. B-S-Y-C-H, 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 can I get a refill?
Welcome to Penis. Psych.
Remember to buzz in when the first letter of the correct answer lights up. If you collect all 5 letters first, you take home the bonus. This ain't your granny's bingo, it's time for battle.
The carrot and not the stick, blank reinforcement. Here's a plus. Patient understands and accepts the risk, informed blank. Consent.
Well, I was going to say choice, but that works too.
Willie Nelson song that starts with Maybe I Didn't Love You.
I don't know.
Dr. Frazier's last name.
Happy Crane.
Crane. Gaining all your weight back after a diet. Yo-Yo Mama's so fat. TV shrink Dr. Blank McGraw.
Happy Phil.
This is going to be a changing day in your life. Indian exercise and therapy method. Yoga. Adhering to societal norms. You will conform. Stephen R. Covey says highly effective people have 7 or mansions. Last name of Bob Newhart's character on the Bob Newhart Show. You're all crazy. Entirely quitting an addiction suddenly, going blank. Turkey. Scatman John overcame this speech impediment. Did I stutter? Psych.
That belongs to you. Hey, don't let it get to your head. There's more work to be done.
Oh, yeah.
Pick a value, any value. Ooh, diarrhea. Here's your category.
Open your eyes. No, not those ones. And they're off. If your mind's eye worked similarly to your actual eyes, what would be true about your mental images? They'd be clearer in a zero-G environment. Roughly half of them would be faked by your brain. Their colors would be more vivid at night, or you could imagine green better than red or blue.
You're wrong, and stay out of my wallet. Hey look, a wild correct answer appeared.
Green is smack dab in the middle of our visible spectrum, making it the color we can perceive the best. No wonder Americans are so obsessed with money.
Something, something, big bucks, no whammies, yada. And we call this one
good old American psychosis. Eyes on the prize. Say you're finally gonna watch American Psycho, but the guy at the ticket booth mishears you and gives you tickets to American Tycho instead. What will you be watching? a satiric horror about video game comics, a gloomy social commentary about a drum kit, a bloody dark comedy about car insurance, or a slasher classic about a Macedonian mountain. No, you must be thinking about American Pico. Except, no, of course you weren't thinking of that. You probably don't even know what a Macedonia is, I'm guessing. Taiko is the Japanese word for drums. And on that note, you like Huey Lewis in the News?
Oh God, you're not gonna sing, are you?
Oh no, I was thinking of a different kind of tribute.
What the f***? Is that an axe? No, don't do it, Sam. No, don't leave her alone. Oh my God, what are you doing?
The makers of You Don't Know Jack the Rewrite would like to clarify that the preceding skit was a joke and should stop taking everything that happens in this game so seriously.
Wow.
How much is this one worth to you? Buzz in.
Well, that's all the time we have this week. Here's your prescription. The only thing to fear. Same time next week. Good luck.
Maybe. Things with the word fear involved. Gotcha. Yeah.
Now that's how you attack the attack. Show me the money. Congratulations. But remember, money doesn't buy happiness. Certainly not for a hermit like yourself.
I see you. I am watching you. Honestly, that was a good score there. And boom. There you go. Okay. Alright, folks, that concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack the Rewrite. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment in the section below and spread the word. This is Stick and Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. Okay. I think we got time for one more game after this. And we'll be back in a minute or two. Right now, it looks like Twitch is over on game number 9 right now. Anyway, see you 92nd. Probably if I'm still on Friday, if I'm off work, then I'll see you with maybe round 1 of Out of the Park Baseball. Okay, got about 19 seconds left. I'm glad you're sticking around and chose to watch tonight. And if you haven't, well, there's the VODs for you. And I should have plenty of time to be able to edit them this week. All right, folks, we be back, and it's time for the last game of the night. Guess what I'm thinking? I'm going to up the difficulty quite a bit here and actually do something with louder, faster, funnier. Would help if I actually had on the right thing, right? Right. All right, there we go. It's starting to look more like it here. Let's make sure that YouTube is kind of doing the same thing. It is. Very good. Okay, see you on the flip side.
Hi, nice to see ya. Why don't you...
Just the one.
Playing alone, huh? Okay, can you give me your name?
Yep.
Okay, do me a big favor and pick which
Food,
episode you want to
smoke,
play.
shake, faxes, stick at, travel, Chicago. We'll go with Chicago.
30 seconds. You're gonna buzz in with the letter B, as in bratwurst. 20 seconds. All right, listen up. Take notes. As soon as you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in. Then you have to hit the number that corresponds to the answer you want. Got that? Until we meet again.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, welcome to our Windy City episode. Yep, that's right. All the trivia straight ahead is going to be about the hard-working folks of Chicago,
Which,
Illinois.
of course, is where
That's right. Questions ranging from
Jackbox is
skyscrapers
located
to...
now.
What the hell? There's your Windy City, okay? You happy now? It's out of the way? Okay. Give me a category. I believe this one is called First Down and 7 Deadly Sins to Go. How does $2,000 sound? Put it in gear, because here we go. Considering the official classification for a group of bears, of which deadly sin would the Chicago Bears most likely be accused? Sloth, gluttony, pride, or lust?
I think it's pride.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? A group of bears is called a sloth, and for the Chicago Bears, that's a compliment. Time to pick a category. This category is known as New Jersey isn't just a way to New York. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. Okay, how about this one? Michael Jordan, number 23, right? Yeah, well, it wasn't always 23. No siree, Bob. That whole baseball retirement thing threw everything off kilter for a while. Considering the uniform number Michael Jordan briefly used when he first came out of retirement, which of these drinks might he have endorsed at that time? 5 Alive, 50-50, 7-Up, or Colt 45?
I think it's Colt 45.
For a short time, Jordan's jersey was number 45. Yeah, I guess with a number like 45, he was afraid he wouldn't be able to break any records.
We'll just pretend like he retired with Chicago. What, Washington? No, that's not a thing. That never has been, never will be.
Open wide and get ready for pizza and the Big O. $2,000 for correct answer. Flex those fingers, here it comes. If you like your lovin' just like you like your pizza, that is Chicago style, how do you like it? Deep and thick, with lots and lots of sausage, thin and crispy, or extra crusty?
I think it's deep and thick.
Chicago style pizza is thick, deep dish stuffed pizza.
Yes.
Now me, I like my lovin' with the cheese baked right into the crust. Yeah, baby, I don't know what that means.
Schmitty, calm down before we have to pour some water on you.
For your viewing pleasure, William Perry is really cool. $1,000 at stake on this one. Eyes forward, we're going. Suppose former Chicago Bear William Refrigerator Perry worked the same way an actual refrigerator does. What system would keep him functioning properly? A binary system, a valve system, a compression system, or a load system?
I think it's a compression system.
A compression system keeps a refrigerator functioning properly. Although I'm still freaked out by that light that goes on every time he opens his mouth. You get it? Hey, listen, I ain't here to cause no trouble. I'm just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle, okay? That's all.
Okay, Shreddy.
Category, please.
We're watching you, dude.
Yeah, way to choose that category. You're about to take a bite out of a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is shakes more than Jell-O. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 statements, and I want you to tell me whether each one refers to the Sears Tower or the classic pocket rocket vibrator. As each one comes up, if it refers to the long, sleek Sears Tower, which is in Chicago, press 1. If it refers to the long, sleek pocket rocket vibrator, which may also be found in Chicago somewhere, press 2. And if you want to skip one, press 4. $500 for each right answer, and you lose $500 for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds. You ready?
Think wrong, think wrong.
Let's dance. Used to be the largest in the world.
That'd be the tower.
Major tourist attraction.
The tower.
Radio stations broadcast from it.
Tower.
2,000 miles of electrical wiring.
Tower.
Defines the Chicago skyline.
Tower.
Sways 6 inches in high winds. A Brainiac, last one, has blinking light on top. That'll do
they
it.
all were
I hope
the
you don't
tower.
think it's going to be this easy every time. Okay, let's look at your new score. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, let's keep going. All right, pick a category.
Let's go ahead and knock another sports question
The
out. before
category
we're at it.
is Teach Your Cubs Well. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. Okay, you know how sometimes bands change their lyrics in concert to fit the town that they're playing? Well, let's say Crosby, Stills, and Nash change the song Our House when they're playing the Windy City. If during their Chicago concerts, Crosby, Stills, and Nash sing, Hull House is a very, very, very fine house, whom would they be praising? Eleanor Roosevelt, Amelia Earhart, Jane Addams, or Florence Nightingale?
I think it was Jane Addams.
Social reformer Jane Addams started and operated Hull House to help Chicago's immigrants and impoverished. I think the rest of the tribute goes something like, Hull House is a very, very, very fine house with 2 immigrants in the yard. Life is still so hard, but everything is easier because of you.
That was a decent try. Okay, obviously, when you think of Chicago, you gotta be thinking Ferris, right?
Let's take a look at Ferris Bueller's Excellent Adventure. Get this one right, you get $1,000. See if you can wrap your skull around this. If Ferris Bueller were able to travel back in time during his day off to ride the first Ferris wheel, where would he go? To the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition, to Walt Disney's Chicago home in 1901, to the 1908 Cubs World Series, or to the 1968 Democratic National Convention.
I think it was the World's Columbian Exposition.
George Ferris created his fascinating wheel for the 1893 Columbian Exposition in Chicago, also known as the World's Fair. But what would make a great scene is if you put his teacher on the Ferris wheel. Bueller, 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 Bueller.
Yeah, that actually would be kind of funny now.
Give me a category.
Obviously, Siskel and Ebert.
May I introduce Thumbs Up Where? You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Well, now on a sad note, I'd like to take a moment to remember Gene Siskel. Man, who could possibly replace him in that Siskel and Ebert partnership? Well, I mean, anyone with an opposable thumb, but you know what I mean. Considering which animals have opposable thumbs, with whom could Roger Ebert consider teaming up? Any primate, any carnivore, any mammal, or any vertebrate?
I think it's a primate.
Although a primate could never replace Gene Siskel's incisive critical sense, primates do have opposable thumbs. Well, in my opinion, the film was perfect. Superb acting, flawless script, and impeccable direction. What did you think? Well, yes, you have a point there. Time to pick a category. All right, Flesh Butt Spits I'm Poor.
Gibberish question.
It's time for a River Fish Breast Nut.
Your gibberish category for today is all about me. The opening value of this gibberish question is $10,000. Okay, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this thing, but every second and a half, I'm going to take some of that cash back. Okay, tell me what well-known song this rhymes with.
What well-known song?
I Find Love Brown.
I Find Love Brown.
First clue, Frank Sinatra sang it, baby. Old Blue Eyes sang it and Chicago went wild. And not only during Chicago rioting. It's my kind of towel shopping district. It's all yours. Type in the answer in the...
There you go.
I gotta tell you, I was more than a little put out when I heard that Chicago was so easily replaced in the lyrics with Toledo, Orlando, Daytona, and San Luis Obispo. Category, please. And our special guest tonight, Little Red's Riding in the Hood. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. One question coming right up. Say instead of finding a wolf in her grandmother's bed, Little Red Riding Hood found the entire city of Chicago. Considering Chicago's nickname, what might she have said?
Grandma, what a big head you have. Grandma, what big shoulders you have. Grandma, what big arms you have.
Or,
Grandma, what big hair you have.
Chicago is always the town of the big shoulders.
Chicago is known as the city of big shoulders. Turns out Granny was just wearing a new shirt with those sewn-in puffy shoulder pads. That's when Little Red Riding Hood really got scared.
Yeah,
All right,
because the wolf is actually Joan Collins.
The category? A river runs through all of us. One right answer and you got $6,000 coming at you. Pencils ready. Let's do it. Which of the following best describes the unique engineering technique applied to the Chicago River at the beginning of the 20th century? Picking your nose, peeing your pants, vomiting, or constipation.
I don't know what to tell you. I have no clue.
Here's the one you didn't pick. Back in 1900, to improve the sewage system of the city, the natural flow of the Chicago River was reversed, just like the natural flow of food in your body is reversed when you vomit. The reversal of the Chicago River brought back a few thousand tons of sausages and about 742 missing mobsters. All right, I need a category. Let's see what we got going. Taking a real trip. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Okay, start crunching the keyboard, because I got to fill in the blank for you. Now listen to this moron yapping away and tell me what road he should have taken.
Oh man, I asked for directions to my friend's house, but he told me to drop acid instead. Or, at least I thought he said that when he told me to take LSD, he didn't mean the drug, but the street. What's that?
Okay, it's cool. What road caused all the confusion?
LSD Chicago. Lakeshore District?
All you had to do was type this. Lakeshore
Lakeshore
Drive is known
Drive.
by the locals, as LSD. Just like the wacky mind-altering drug. Although, considering the way people drive on the road, you gotta wonder if maybe it wasn't named after the drug. Time to pick a category.
Ouch.
For your enjoyment, harvest time at the Funny Farm. Sit up straight. This one's going to be worth $6,000. And now, your question. John Belushi was on Saturday Night Live in its first season. Bill Murray joined in the third season. Chris Farley appeared in the 16th season. But where did they all appear first? First town, second city, third world, or fourth place?
They were on Second City.
Belushi, Murray, Farley, they all started out with Chicago's famed Second City Improvisational Theater. Then they moved to New York and were introduced to Victoria Jackson and that goat boy. Throw me a category. All right, give it up for, this is so embarrassing, I'll only say it on TV. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Here's the question. Imagine you want to spill your secrets on a Chicago talk show. Which of the following will you definitely not be doing? Sharing your all Twinkies diet with Oprah, attacking an ex-lover on Jerry Springer, confessing your affair with your cat to Lisa, or telling Jenny Jones that your butt talks to you.
Lisa, maybe?
Lisa's the only one here that's not filmed in Chicago.
For some reason, I think LA was the spot
And
for
it's
it.
absolutely ridiculous to think that any self-respecting Chicagoan would have an affair with a cat. It's much more of a dog town. Isn't that right, Scruffy? Yeah, Daddy's almost done. Okay.
Wow. That took a turn and a half.
You've almost made it to the credits, but first, the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, you get $2,000. If you're wrong, you're losing $2,000. Oh, and one more thing to remember.
Remember the clue.
The two words that match have to fit this clue. Here's your long-distance windy dedication. Hey, I kind of like this. Coming up next, sports and traffic. Yeah, I could see that.
That'd be Bob Dylan. Alright, songs with a wind involved. That's Elton, obviously. That's Bette Midler from Beaches. Obviously, it's Jimi Hendrix. Kansas. Patrick Swayze. Yeah, that's, Spinal Tap, yeah. I know it was, I just was struggling to think of the name.
Sweet mercy, you're
For a
like
half
some kind of
second.
machine. Let's check out your score. That does it. Well, player one, what are you gonna do? You're a loner, you got no friends, but hey, at least you're good at trivia games. Try not to listen as the voices in your head scream.
You don't know Jack!
I've seen Labor Day. Thumbs down.
Congratulations, player. I applaud you. Okay, it doesn't sound that impressive, but it's sincere. You want to play
I'm
another
sure it
game?
is.
Just let me know. Hey, if this episode is a keeper, just hit F and mark it as a favorite.
It's just a routine cavity. I mean, how do you die from getting a filling?
All right, this concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack, Louder, Faster, Funnier. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread that word. This is Ticket Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. All right. I think it's time to see if we can find somebody to raid. Okay. Well, I was hoping to be able to raid this one guy, but it doesn't look like he's on, unfortunately. All right. I think I know who I'm going to raid now. I've done this once, I'll do it again. All right, folks. All right. Yeah, I know who we're rating. Anyway, we're going to end this stream. Bye, YouTube. We'll see you next time. I think everything worked out pretty good.